Hi, Leo. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to get into your general message and see what Spirit has to say to you today. These are timeless readings, so whenever you come across this video, it could be for you. As always, if you feel like it's not jiving, it's not resonating, let it flow, let it roll off of you, nice and easy, or come back to it over time. Sometimes messages resonate more down the line. So speaking of letting things roll, letting things flow, there's definitely a recommendation from Spirit here to do just that. There's some situation I'm picking up on that seems pretty intense, that's getting you activated. This could be coming up or it could be happening right now. Maybe we're talking about the past, but this feels very much like the present moment. So I've been pulling out oracle cards from Kim Cran's alchemy deck for all of the signs to see what forces you're working with. So I'm looking at two separate forces that are coming together to manifest something for you. So the two forces that I got for you, Leo, is yellowing and Mars. And together, this is a little bit of a warning. There's something activating you. This could be something that's been going on for some time, but it seems like you are suddenly wanting to speak out or wanting to do something or wanting to stand up for some injustice. It could happen suddenly or it could be a slow build. I think it might be different for different groups of you. But the point is that whatever is happening here, Spirit is showing me it's against your nature. Okay? So they want you to think softly about whatever it is that's happening and wait to act or don't act at all. So I've been hearing this phrase a lot lately, and that's the canary in the coal mine. And when I was looking up what this card meant in the book before your reading, she said that. She mentioned the canary in the coal mine, and the canary in the coal mine is, of course, a warning, right? So when we stop hearing the canary sing in the coal mine, we know it's not safe there. There's no oxygen. So there's something maybe that you need to listen to, something someone says, or better yet, something someone is not saying. And this should be taken as a little bit of a hint that something is not for you, or you should not act towards it. Now, I don't know what we're talking about. This could be any area of your life. I'm just going to read the energy and the messages that come through, okay? So you translate it as you need it. But then this Mars energy is like really wanting to do something about this, but Spirit's saying, It's like there's a big block. Actually, this looks like a coal mine, right? It's like a big empty void. If you move in this direction to feel like you need to just like jump in the middle of something or like just do something very fiery, very Mars-like. It's a dead end, or there's some kind of lifeless situation that's going to come out of it. Nothing's going to be generated or created in your favor in relation to this situation. And then this other card fell out, Conjunction, which is a beautiful card. And I'm going to read this to you at the end. But basically, this card speaks about polarities being held in balance, being able to hold the dark and the light, being able to hold the tension in a difficult situation, and how that leads to a sense of harmony and peace. Okay, so this Spirit is saying is quite possible for you, Leo, to be in this energy. And this is a wise energy, to be able to hold the tension. So sometimes when something is really bothering us and pissing us off, we just want to like say the thing and put it on the table and react to whatever's going on. But oftentimes it's much wiser but harder to sit there with that tension and hold that energy. Hold space for that energy. And when we hold space for that energy, we allow things to unfold and unravel as they should. We allow the new force of energy that wants to come in to break things up and make it easier for us to actually come in and do its thing. And we oftentimes get more information than we would have had we gone in there and just, been like, screw this. I'm just going to say it all, do it all, or whatever it is that you're wanting to do here. So maybe this is a little bit of a specific message. I don't know. But because I've had such synchronicities already with that canary in the coal mine, the yellowing card coming out, it's like confirmation that this is a message that needs to get out here. Okay? So yeah, 9 of Swords, 7 of Cups. It's like you want to break through some confusion by taking some action. So why is this happening for Leo? Wherever Leo is in your chart. What's going down here? Why is this happening? Someone could be trying to get you to act out of your element, provoking you in some sense. And then on the other hand, I feel like for some of you, it's just like this, it's almost like you feel this righteousness or this sense of like injustice and you need to do something. But it's not, that's not what needs to happen at all. Don't fight anyone else's battles, okay? Allow people to work through their own, I'm hearing traumas, their own difficulties. Sometimes we want to come in as the hero and the savior, and sometimes it's because the solution is so obvious to us or we just know we could make a difference, but we're not meant to. So that's for some of you. Others of you just want to put an end to something, but for some reason you're not meant to. It's going against your nature in some way. It's not how things should flow. Okay, so why is this happening? Tell me more, Spirit. Knight of Swords. Someone is saying something, getting something off their chest, or speaking without thinking, maybe acting a little irrationally here. Knight of Wands. The Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Well, here's that clash of energy. So there's a conflict. There's definitely a conflict. Let me look a little bit further into this against nature. See what else I can pull from this for you, Leo. The letter L, NV, I know it's part of the numbers here, but that could be significant for you. To force or control. We know when we're going against nature, we recognize it in feelings of impatience and agitation that arise when trying to force certain outcomes. This card comes to remind you that you cannot control the uncontrollable. Nature has its way. Collaborate, but do not dictate. People do what they do. This card heeds a warning not to fight the flow of Mother Nature or destiny. Okay? So a new realm of possibilities is opening for you, which is this over here. So let things kind of unfold as they should. Spirit is trying to show you something and trying to give you something. So it's important that you're in the energy of receiving whatever message Spirit is trying to give you. And it seems like the gift coming towards you comes out of this conflict or how you handle the conflict. You're going to have to be a little bit patient and not try to control a situation. Or maybe you're not trying to control a situation, but you're feeling some kind of anxiety that you can't. Try to release that. We can't control what we can't control. And when we feel like something is out of our control, it can be very scary. So in that case, maybe you want to think about the things you can control. And it's most definitely not another person, their actions, their words, their behavior. You can't control what another person's going to do, think, feel, how they're going to act. But you can control how you are going to handle the situation, how you're going to respond. So if you feel a loss of control in some sense, focus on that, on your reactions, responses, versus someone else's behavior. I don't know, there's a big conflict here. Okay, let's see. How is this impacting Leo? Spirit guides, how is this impacting Leo? For some of you, it's like almost someone's triggering you with their words, or they're challenging something you've said. This could be in a family dynamic for some. Tell me what impact? The Lovers. Okay, give me a little bit more. Judgment and Seven of Wands. Well, it's having you kind of revalue a contract, a connection, an important decision that you're about to make or that you've already made. You're revaluing that. I feel like you're saying with this Seven of Wands, I've upheld my end of the bargain. Like I've had my end of the deal. Maybe there was a bargain here involved. You gave away something. You gave away too much, maybe. But it's like, I've held up my end. And what have you done? Nothing. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like there's some energy here where you're just like throwing your hands up. Like, what the hell is going on? Whoa. So this is getting you to reevaluate some of the decisions that you're making in this dynamic, the actions you take, the things you say, and also how you handle the situation. You know, it's important that we regulate our system, that we try to seek balance when things are provoking or triggering us. And when things are provoking and triggering us, you know, first thing we need to do is to take care of ourselves and calm ourselves down. And then ask ourselves, well, why am I triggered by this? Or why is this person upsetting me with their words and their actions? And maybe the answer is really obvious, like, well, Andy, he said this to me or she said that to me, and that's unacceptable. Okay, so then ask if you know it's unacceptable, but why does it make you mad? You know, why is it causing this emotion to well up and rise up within you? Like, where is that emotion coming from? Is it possible for someone to say something really offensive towards you or something that upsets you and to not have that reaction and to just deal with the situation in a way that is calm, I'm hearing measured, focused, and keeps your energy in balance and in check? This is a very specific story. I don't know who this message is for, and it won't be for all, but somebody you are dealing with is being provoked by someone in their life to have an issue with you. Okay, so it's like somebody else is pulling the strings here with this person you're having an issue with. So fighting directly with the person you're having an issue with isn't going to solve anything because there's somebody else in that person's head. Okay? I don't know who that's for. But the impact this whole thing is having on you is getting you to reevaluate your decisions. There could be an old karmic contract that you've had here with someone, and we have karmic contracts with virtually everyone. Okay, so it just means that we're working through energies in our relationships and connections with people. But there's some old karmic contract that might come back up vis-a-vis an argument, or maybe this is somebody coming back around because the Judgment card often speaks of resurrection. But it feels like you're like in the middle of this right now, or it's starting to like really bubble up to the surface, this conflict. You're ready. And I feel like you're expecting this other energy to provoke you in some way. I'm hearing to madden you. Last name could be something with an M-A-D or something like that. Okay, so let's see. What are the challenges here? I mean, the challenges seem pretty obvious to me. You know, when we react from a place of provocation, we give away our power. You know, we are acting because somebody else has asked us to act in a way. You know what I mean? So we're giving away our power in that moment. So what challenges will arise here? Don't give away your power. The Devil. Ooh, this is tempting, huh? This is really tempting to set the record straight or just, you know. What's going on here? Two of Swords, the Devil. You need to look for solutions elsewhere. Interesting. Half the deck just kind of flipped over. Yeah, to the Chariot showing here. There's solutions in another place. Like there's answers in another place. Or you need some outside inspiration or information or support or help or opinion to kind of help you navigate the decisions that you're making here in this conflict. Because it feels like the challenge for you is not acting from a shadow space. Not letting your fears come up to the surface and projecting them into the argument, into the fight, into the conflict, onto the relationship. Not accepting somebody else's projections as a reflection of yourself. Like there's a lot of shadow coming up here. Like you're being triggered here for sure. And let's go back to the canary in the coal mine. So, it's what someone doesn't say that you need to pay attention to. Okay? See how the Devil's got, he's saying like, shh, here. It's what someone is not saying that really tips you off to the true intentions behind the situation. And whatever decision you make that decision thinking about the effects of it in the next 5 weeks. How will the effects of your decision, how you're going to handle yourself and this whole thing, how will it affect you in 5 weeks from now? I don't know. This seems so specific. Okay, how can you thrive here in this energy that you're facing? How can Leo thrive? The Emperor. Yeah, it's like stay in control of yourself. Realize what you can control and what you can't control. This is also Mars energy. But where this Mars energy here is giving me this righteousness, you know, this closed fist energy, not being open or opened by something or by someone or to your higher mind, your higher consciousness, and the guidance that you're receiving from your higher self. This is like closed-minded righteousness I'm feeling, that's like a force that's coming in, and it's being like this other person's bringing that energy in towards you. This Mars energy is much more like it's productive, it's in control, it's for the greater good. And I want to tell you, Leo, that when you act from this type of Mars energy, being really conscious and strategic about the decisions you're making and the things you're saying and how you're acting and reacting and where your shadow's at and all of this, it's felt. It's powerful. The other person involved in this conflict will feel your power. So you need to go with the flow. Don't go again. And if somebody's trying to pick an argument with you, I feel like Spirit is saying don't engage with that. It could be online, could be in person. So what does Spirit want you to know? Oh no, let's get advice. What does Spirit have to say as advice here for Leos? Yeah, well, good luck. Six of Swords, mentally detaching from the situation, moving to calmer waters in your mind, focusing on the sun, on the light. There's a big challenge here for you, the Fool. But look, see, it's like this is a distraction. It's getting you away from something new that's coming up for you or somewhere new that you're going. Somebody's trying to pull you back into some kind of energy that's just not worth your time, I feel. So let's look at this conjunction card and see what it says. I'm also going to do an extended. In the extended, I'll go a layer deeper. We'll get more details. There'll be less of you there, so less energy for me to work with, more details. But if you don't want to come along to that, or you can't for whatever reason, then just trust that Spirit gave you everything you needed to know here. Okay, nothing more, nothing less. So let's see, conjunction. Oh, opened right on it. Love, divine union, infinity. Conjunction is the great alchemical operation of love. During this stage, we witness the miraculous work of two opposites merging to create a unique third form. Sun and moon unite to reveal the entire cosmos. Black and white unite to reveal the spectrum of color. Yeah, see, I feel like here we're in this energy of action, fire, tension, reactivity. And the other force that Spirit wants you to unite with is going with the flow, gentleness, calm, but still being in control of yourself rather than being spontaneous, really being strategic. And it's like when you merge those two forces, you come into this energy, conjunction, love, divine union, and infinity within yourself. If this is a relationship that you want to work something out with this person, you want them in your life, then you have to come at this situation with a different energy than what they're coming towards you with. Okay, you have to bring in a different kind of energy in order to create a third resolution energy. Okay, because if you come in battling like they are, it's just going to create a war. Conjunction represents conscious and benevolent union, one that springs forth from awareness, acceptance, and devotion. It is not a compromise, but rather an activation, a holding of tension and presence that allows each of the entities to thrive and express themselves. Experiencing conjunction is one of the blessings of the human experience, whether the bond is with the human, another human, nature, or divinity. Recognize it by the stirring of your heart and an element of surprise. Through the opposites arises the infinite. Yeah, so coming into balance here, maybe with someone who's pissing you off, or maybe this is just coming into balance with yourself. Wow, what a message. I hope you're okay. Okay, you got this. Don't let anybody ruffle your feathers to the point where they get plucked, I'm hearing. All right, Leo. I love you so much. Link for the extended is in this description box below. I'll see you next time.